You ever have a moment in your life where you think about the phrase, how bad can it be? Well, I have, and it's a repeating phrase in my life. And I always wonder, how bad can it really be? And I always find out, possibly in the worst way possible, sometimes excitingly, but yeah, how bad can it be? So, without further ado, let's figure out how bad this can be. So, how bad can it be? Already have people volunteering for me to explore how bad could it be moments. And one of the wonderful, let's call it a donation or perhaps penance that I've been given is a unique candy option. And I've already opened this a little bit to make it faster for us, but delightful, the gift that keeps on giving. Yes, it's clamdy canes. Clam flavored candy canes, ideally. Um, from Archie McPhee. I've had a lot of the Archie McPhee stuff over the years. My personal favorite are the bacon beans because they taste a lot less like bacon and a lot more like Band-Aids. So I'm going to break one of these open and see how clam gets rendered in their taste experience. Oh, that's a very fishy smell, a delightfully fishy smell for those of us looking for a fish-based holiday treat. Hmm. It is remarkably clammy. Um, Very sweet, kind of like someone made clam chowder with, sweetened condensed milk. Mm, I don't really want to keep it in my head. I'm not sure I want to keep it in anything. Ooh, it has a nice aftertaste though. Really brings home the clam. So I was concerned about the experience and like that would be just beyond recognition. That's pretty bad. It really sticks with you. Sweet clam is not probably in the top 200 things I want. So this other person was wonderful enough to give me something to get rid of the overly sweet clam. They regretfully gave me a nice jar of clam juice. Now, one of the important things to notice about quality things that you're going to drink is anytime you get a thick settled layer at the bottom, you know you're in for a treat. Or chunks, if you can get them. None of these are good ideas. So, clam canes, they're fairly bad. I mean, I guess if you loved sweetened clam product, you'd be great, but even I don't like that. Oh, yep, that's clam again. Well, that's okay. I oddly enough think I could drink clam juice on a regular basis. And it wipes out the sweetened clam taste sensation. Yeah, that's fantastic. I think straight up clam juice crushes the clam decay and brings home the real seafood beverage that you've been looking to have. Anyway, that's another how bad it could be. I'll check in again later. So, finishing up, I realized that I still have in my possession some wonderful garlic syrup. And I don't think that, clam cans were pretty bad, but, you know, how bad is garlic syrup in clam fluid going to be? Sadly, this is a slow process because while this is utterly shelf stable, it's more viscous than most things you'd like. So the only problem with what I see I'm about to do here today, mixing these two, is that I'm about to disturb a thick layer of some kind of clam sludge at the bottom of this container. Um, that in its own right is probably a pretty horrible mistake. And I wish you could see this as well as I can, because watching a thick stream of goo sink into your clam stuff, kind of chunky goo, probably could have boiled this longer, is kind of interesting and maybe a little unwelcome. But this is benefit over the Coke where I had to stir with my finger. In so much as I can kind of seal this and just shake it. And successfully, I didn't spray clam juice all over. Well, not all over. Okay, now we've got floating clam juice and garlic syrup. So it's going to be slightly sweetened clam. That's probably a bad idea. Yeah, it's probably a bad idea. Makes you want to think about throwing up. It really does. So, clam juice over clam canes? Yes. Adding sweetness back in? No. Don't do it. Yeah, that's got to go. There may be drinking involved. Anyway, check it in later.